Hello dear students, today we are going to talk about the second conditional sentences. We are going to talk about the structure, usage, and of course we will give some of the examples. Let's start with the first question. When do we use it? We use second conditional sentences to talk about to imagine present or future situations that are impossible or unlikely in reality. So how do we form it? We form it when we put if with past simple tense and would plus infinitive without to. In the first sentence, if sentence, we put the verb in past simple tense. In the main sentence, we put would plus infinitive without to. Here are some of the examples. If clause gives us the condition. If I won $1 million, I would buy a new car. Main clause, this is the main clause, it gives us the result. So we can see the if sentence, we have verb win, which is in past simple tense, this is won. And in the main sentence, we have would buy. Kad bih imao $1 million, ja bih kupio nov auto. Zamišljamo situaciju da imamo $1 million. If I studied hard, I would pass the exam. If I studied hard, this is past simple tense of the verb study. I would pass, verb pass, okay? If I were the president, I would lower taxes. Kad bi bio predsjednik, ja bih smanjio poreze. Look at this sentence, if I were the president. We have to note something here. And this is when we have if sentence with I, he, she, it, we can use were. And this is grammatically correct in second conditional sentences. If she were here, she would help me. This is used in formal language. Still, in informal language, people often use was. So we can see the sentence, if she was here, she would help me. This is also correct in informal language. U formalnom govoru mi ćemo često čuti if she were here, što je gramatički tačno u drugom kondicionalu. Također, u neformalnom svakodnevnom govoru često ljudi govore if she was here. When we give advice, we use if I were you. If I were you, I wouldn't go out with Tom. Da sam na tvom mestu, ja ne bih izlazio sa Tom. Naravno da nisam na tvom mestu, ali ja dajem savjet. If I were you, we use this were. So let's see the examples with cats. If I was you, I would go to the doctors. This is casual way of saying it. And if I were you, I would go to the doctors. This is more formal way. The word order. The word order in second conditional sentences is like this. We have to use comma when if sentence is first. So if we have sentence, if I knew his name, I would call him. We have comma here. The same goes with if I didn't have a headache, I would go to school. Still, we have comma here. But when we have main sentence in the first place, we don't use a comma. I would be happy if I had more free time. I would be happy, no comma. And I would arrive at 7 p.m. if I took the bus, no comma again. Znači, ako imamo if rečenicu na prvom mjestu, obavezno je odvajamo sa glavnom rečenicom zarezom. If I knew his name, zarez. If I didn't have a headache, zarez. Također, ako imamo glavnu rečenicu na prvom mjestu, onda ne stavljamo zarez. If I was rich, comma, I would travel the world. I would travel the world if I was rich. No comma here when the main sentence comes first. Here are some more examples. If I won the lottery, I would buy a house. I probably won't win the lottery. So, if I won the lottery, I would buy a house. Znači da osvojim na lutriji, ja bih kupio kuću, ali vjerovatno neću osvojiti. If I had his number, I would call him, but I don't have his number. If I were you, I wouldn't go to that party. I will give advice here. Ovdje dajemo savjet. Kad bih bio na tom mjestu, ja baš ne bih išao na tu zabavu. Znači, zamišljamo situaciju, dajemo savjete, koristimo drugi kondicional. She would travel all over the world if she were rich, but she isn't rich. Let's practice. If people drive more slowly, the roads be safer. Okay, let's look here. We have to put the verb drive in past simple tense and be in would plus infinitive. You not be so tired if you go to bed. Here we have if sentence here, so go goes into past simple tense and not be goes into would plus infinitive. We help you if we have the time. So this is the main sentence, we put would or wouldn't, and here we put have in past simple tense. If I be in a rock band, here is if sentence, I play the guitar. This is the main sentence. If I be you, I call Sam. And I not know what to say if I meet my favorite film star. Let's see the key. If people drove more slowly, the roads would be safer. As you can see, we put the verb drive into the past simple tense, which is drove, and we put verb be into would be. You wouldn't be so tired if you went to bed early. You wouldn't be so tired and went. We would help you if we had the time. If I was in a rock band, I would play the guitar. If I were you, I would call Sam. And I wouldn't know what to say if I met my favorite film star. As you can see, in if sentences, we put the verbs in past simple. So we have drove, the past simple of drive. We have went, the past simple of go. We have had, the past simple of have. We have was and were, the past simple of be. This is informal way, this is formal way. And we have met, the past simple of meet. In main sentences, we have would be, wouldn't be, would help, would play, would call, and wouldn't know. To sum up everything, second conditional sentences, we have structure if plus past simple and would or wouldn't plus the bare infinitive form. In past simple tense, we can use were with I, he, she, it in informal language. Imaginary situations in the present or future, we use it for imaginary situations in present or future. Znači, mi ovaj oblik second conditional sentences, drugog kondicionala, koristimo za zamišljene situacije u sadašnjosti i budućnosti. Here are the examples. If I won $1 million, I would buy a new car. If I were you, I would quit smoking. If I were the president, I would lower taxes. They would stay longer if they had more time. If I won $1 million, I could stop working, and if I had more free time, I could travel around the world. Again, we have if sentence in the first place, then we put comma. If we have the main sentence in the first place, we don't put commas. And for the end, Garfield, of course. Garfield, if you ever got out of bed, the world would probably end. No need for panic, world. Thank you for your attention. Bye.